Hey there everyone, this is Jessica from Domesticatedme.com. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I make new videos every single week and I cover everything from beauty to fashion to DIY projects to health and wellness and so much more. So if you're not a subscriber, please take the opportunity right now to click that subscribe button and the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, and that way you can turn on your notifications for all, and so you'll get notifications whenever my videos go out. And again, I make new videos every single week, so make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss a thing. I am so thrilled that so many of you have reached out to me to say that my last Peloton video, where I share things that I learned and things that I wish I knew about my Peloton bike, has been really helpful for you guys. So I wanted to create another Peloton video to share some of the things that I really love and some of the things that I'm not a big fan of and wish would change. I will link to that video down in the description box below, but for now, let's get started. Here are 5 things that I love and hate about Peloton. So let's get started with the positive. Number one thing that I love about Peloton is that when you start a membership, a subscription to Peloton, and you buy either a bike or a treadmill, it's not just that equipment that you're buying the membership for. The membership comes with all sorts of classes, everything from yoga to strength classes to bands to Pilates to dance, cardio classes. So I really love that no matter what you are into when it comes to physical activity to exercise, you will find something to love as part of the Peloton membership experience. Personally, I have the Peloton bike. I do enjoy spin classes, but I also have been using weight training to help with my weight loss and overall health and fitness journey. So I love that I can find classes that I can use the lightweight Peloton dumbbells with, but I also have other strength classes where I could do heavier weights, and my husband also enjoys that because he likes training with heavier weights too. So we have that with our membership. I also really enjoy yoga. I also love that they have classes that you can enjoy with your family. So with my kids, I do family yoga with my kids. I also do some of the cardio dance classes with them, but they have specific classes that are family classes that you could enjoy with your children if you are a parent or a guardian. So I love that. In addition to that, there's Pilates class, which I also enjoy. There's bar classes now. There are also classes that you can use bands and foam rollers with. There are just so many, and they continue to add. Every so often I get a notification about a new program, a new fitness lesson class genre that they've added to Peloton. So I really like that. You can find so many different kinds of classes with your membership. In addition to the varied kinds of fitness and exercise classes, you also have things like meditation, which I really enjoy, because when we tend to think about our physical health, we tend to think of exercise and fitness, but health and wellness also has to do with your mind, with your stress levels, with how you're sleeping, and with the meditation classes, you can address that part of health and wellness as well. So there are meditations for being just positive, being gratitude meditations, happiness meditations, and there's also sleep meditations, which is my personal favorite. I have so many sleep issues. I know that that is one of the reasons why I can get really stressed out. It's because I have trouble going to sleep, and doing these classes, I mean, they're so good. They just knock you out like that. So I really, really enjoy that. So all of that is part of the membership that comes along when you buy a Peloton bike or a treadmill. You pay for the membership, but that comes with so many different classes. So no matter what you're into, you will find it with Peloton. The second thing that I really love about Peloton are their themed classes. And every so often you will get a notification saying that there has been a new artist or a new genre or new holiday series that's been added. So off the top of my head, one example that I remember really well because I really enjoyed it was the Britney Spears series. So for the Britney Spears week, they added Britney Spears spin classes. They also added Britney Spears strength classes and stretching, and so I really enjoyed that. They have Shakira yoga, which, I mean, if you're a Shakira fan, can you imagine what body part they focused on? The hips, of course. There's also Shakira's cycling class that I really enjoyed. So I really love that they theme classes every so often because it just keeps you entertained and interested. It's something new, something fun. And if the artist happens to be someone that you really enjoyed, or the musical genre has to be something that you really love, or you're celebrating women's history or celebrating Black history. I love that there are these new themes that just keep you engaged and having fun. One of the new features that Peloton has added are stacks, and I love that. Brilliant. Before, I would have to go in and pick what my warm-up class, do the warm-up, and then I would go back and pick whatever strength class that I wanted, and then go back and look for a spin class and add that. But now you can stack your classes. So before you start, you look through the classes if you want to do a warm-up, if you want to do a strength class, and then also add an ab class, and then also do cycling, and then at the end add a warm-up stretch. You can now line those up so that you just go straight through. You pick them out in the very beginning, and then you just go straight through. You don't have to stop and then go search and then continue and then go search and then continue. So I really love that because it just keeps you active. You don't have to stop and lose that sweat, that warm-up that you've started to look for a new class and then again have to start over. So you could just go straight through. I really, really love that. The next thing that I love about Peloton is that they've basically gamified fitness and exercise. And by that I mean that they have features like badges and challenges and personal records and the leadership board. So it basically keeps you motivated and active because the more you do, the more badges you earn, the more goals you reach. And so they really did a great job of doing that. Every month there's an activity challenge, which basically means you have to work out a certain number of days for the month in order to get a bronze, and then there's a silver, and then there's a gold. There's also a cycling challenge every month, which means the more you ride, then you get to earn, after you earn a certain amount of miles in your rides, you get the bronze, the silver, or the gold. And then there are all kinds of new badges and challenges that get added along the way. So for example, when they added bar classes or the boot camp strength and cycling classes, if you took a certain number of each of those classes, if you took a certain number of each of those classes, then you earned that challenge badge. So it just keeps you motivated. It keeps you wanting to do more so that you can attain those badges. Now, as for the leadership board, I understand that that could be something that some people view as positive and some people view as negative because you are competing with other people to climb higher on the leadership board. And if you're just starting out or you don't want to compare yourself to others, what I love is that you can just make that leadership board go away. You don't have to look at it. But if it's something that motivates you, something that you do enjoy to see how, if you can beat how high you can get, then that's something that you might enjoy and you can keep it on your screen. Number 5, I really love the Peloton community. It really is a community. I think it's one of the things that really differentiates Peloton from all of the other equipment that's being sold, is that there truly is a community behind this company, these exercise bikes and the treadmills. We are a community. Ever since I got my bike, I went online to do research and I found Facebook groups and I found Instagram accounts. I found really friends that I could ask questions, whether you are new or you have a curiosity about something or you're just unaware about something. You could go to these Facebook groups and ask and you will get a ton of help. After I posted my very first Peloton review video, I had people reach out to me in the comment section saying that they were also getting a bike and also getting, were excited about their bikes, and we started following each other. And so it really is a wonderful community to have. The Facebook groups, the Instagram pages, and in the comments of other people's posts, it's been really, really nice. It's just a great resource to have if you have any questions, great motivation. People plan classes together so that you all take it at a certain time, and that keeps you motivated and active. It's a great place to find products and clothes and all kinds of fun stuff. So I really love that about Peloton. All right, now let's move on to the 5 things that I hate about Peloton. Now, I use the word hate loosely. It's just a little, eye-catching title, but there are certain things that I wish they would improve or change. So let's start with that. The first thing is I wish that you could filter searches. Right now on the bike, you can search for things, but you can't filter that search. So for example, if I want to do a warm-up ride, I can search warm-up, but I will get everything that has warm-up in the title. So I'll get warm-up stretches, warm-up cardio, and then I have to search through all that to find a warm-up cycling class if that's what I want to do. And I wish that you could filter that out. It seems like a rather easy little feature to add, so hopefully they add that soon, maybe as some of it, if you agree, we can reach out to Peloton and add that little feedback, and so that can happen. But it's really helpful for whenever you're doing a search for anything, whether it's a warm-up class or you want to say, I want to do a 5-minute warm-up or a 5-minute this. If you could just filter out in your search, that would be super helpful. Okay, number 2, the pauses. We all know you can't pause a Peloton class, and I understand why they would do that because of the leadership board aspect, but I feel like, let's be realistic. We're not in a live class. Now, I know that part of the experience is that you want to feel like you're actually taking a spin class in an actual gym or, but we're not. We're home and things happen, and for that reason, I feel like I understand why you wouldn't put pauses on live classes or on classes that are just scheduled, like encore classes. I get it. There's a leadership board component to it. Fine, don't pause those. But if you are just streaming an old class, I wish you could pause it, because listen, I have the world's smallest bladder. So if I'm 10 minutes in and I have to go, I want to be able to pause it, go, rather than hold it in, which is terrible, or have to start over, or you know what I mean, or just let it. I just wish that for streaming older classes you'd just be able to pause. I'm also a parent, so if my kid comes in and I need to help them with something, pauses are handy, and I wish they would reconsider that. At least give you the option. If you want to do it straight through, do it straight through. If you want to pause. That is my opinion. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section below. Number 3, this is one of the reasons why I didn't buy the Bike Plus. I bought the Peloton bike I received it in June, and then a couple of months later, I think in September, sometime in the fall, the Bike Plus was announced. I am someone that when something new comes out, I want the latest version, but this is one of the reasons why I decided it wasn't worth it for me to buy the newest version. Now, the main difference between the old bike and the Bike Plus is that the screen swivels now, but because I live in a New York City apartment, I have a very small space where I have my bike. Even if I were to swivel that monitor, it still wouldn't help me out. I need an arm that actually moves, like a gimbal. Like if the arm that has the screen would move, that would help me. If that had been one of the features, then I would have definitely had to consider it. But right now, even if it swiveled, it wouldn't help me out. If the arm did move so that the screen would basically be to the side of the handles, that would help me, because I will do my workouts when I'm doing my bike and I do some floor work, so stretches or abs. I do it basically behind the bike on the floor. If the arm were able to swivel around so that the screen is kind of beside the bike and then I could tilt it, that would help, because I'm here and then I would be able to see the screen. So having the monitor swivel doesn't help me, but if the arm did, definitely would be a huge plus for me, and I'm sure with others who have the same kind of room restrictions that I have. The next one is a huge one for me. Also, this is one of the 2 reasons why I wasn't interested in upgrading to a Bike Plus, and that is that you still are not able to access streaming services. Now, the capability, I remember having this conversation with my husband, and he kind of said, well, maybe you're not able to do that. I was like, no, because if you go to the gym and you get on treadmills at the gym or bikes on the gym, a lot of them, if not most of them, if you have a gym with updated, new equipment, you can watch YouTube on their monitors, or you can watch TV or cable. So that is definitely something that they should be able to do, and hopefully are working, whether it's a contract thing with certain services, and whether it's Roku or Prime or Netflix. When they do have access to those streaming channels, that will probably be the day that I will give in and upgrade to the latest bike. So for now, you can't do that. And what I've done when on days that I want to watch something while I'm on the bike is I take my iPad and I just basically hang it over the monitor so that I can watch whatever I'm watching while I'm on the bike. But if and when Peloton finally figures out so that we can watch Prime and Netflix or YouTube on the monitor, that would be a game changer. And I hope that they are working on that so that we can have that soon. Another thing that I heard from other users is that when you do the Just Ride, you can access Spotify, which I feel like if you can access it during your regular classes, you should be able to access it during a Just Ride, but for some reason you're not able to. At least that's what I've heard from some members, that you can't access your own music when you're on the Just Ride, so you would have to put it on the speaker, on your TV, or whatever device you use to listen to music, rather than directly on the bike, which I feel like it shouldn't be a big upgrade, a big deal to offer that, but hopefully they're working on that too. And the last thing that I'll mention that I wish would change is that if you put the volume up or down, you will see the option to either make the music stronger or the voice of the instructor stronger. So you can make it, they're both going to play, but you can make one louder than the other. Because that tells me that they basically have two tracks, right? I wish that they would just separate those two tracks so that you have complete control over how much music you're able to listen to, and how much of the instructor's voice you can listen to. Because I know, because I have friends who are hard of hearing, that when there's music playing in the background, sometimes they can't hear what's being said. So if you were able to just lower that music really low as you want it, or even mute it and just have the instructor, that would be helpful to people who are hard of hearing, or that's just how you prefer to work out, and vice versa. And where that would come into play, because my husband said, well, what's the point of listening to the music and not listening to the instructor while you're working out? Let me tell you. There are so many instructors, and one of the great things about Peloton is that you can try as many, and I encourage people to try as many instructors that are available until you find the people that you really connect with, that you vibe with, that you really enjoy. And during theme classes, where there are going to be classes from artists that you really enjoy or a musical genre that you really enjoy, but you don't vibe with the instructor that much, and that's no knock on the instructor, that's just, your personal taste. If you don't really vibe with that instructor, but you're kind of like forced to listen to them while you're trying to enjoy the music that's being played, if you could just mute that instructor, or really, really lower it down, or go ahead, mute it. If that instructor you don't vibe with and you'd rather just listen to the music, you can still follow along, because you will get the, how much cadence you need and resistance you need, because it gives you that little guide on the screen. So you don't really have to listen to the instructor to be able to follow along. And so for those instances, then it would be great to just be able to mute the instructor completely, so all you do is listen to the music and then just watch for the instructions for whenever you have to go up or down in cadence or resistance. Make sense? I don't know. I hope so. Let me know what you think. Let me know what are things that you really enjoy about the Peloton, or wish would change or don't like. Let me know in the comment section below. If you agree on anything that I said, or if you have ideas of your own, please let me know in the comment section below. Because again, we are a community, and I would love to hear from you and hear your thoughts and your opinions. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and give me a like if you enjoyed this video. It really helps me out on YouTube. And share this video with any Peloton friend that you might have, or someone who's thinking about getting a Peloton. If you want them to have a little more information, please share this with them. Again, it really helps me out. Click or tap right here to watch my last video, or click down below to watch another video that you might enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.